Hello and welcome to this exclusive presentation on how to start your own web design business. I'm Justin, one of the co-founders of the SiteSwan website reseller program, and I'm excited to be here with you today hosting this presentation. And my personal goal is to see you achieve success selling websites to small businesses. One of the things I want to drive home is that it's not as hard as it sounds. I promise that. In fact, there's no prior experience required. And today I'm going to walk you through all the steps you need to take to get a web design business launched and how to make it successful. Now, I'm not just making this stuff up, by the way, because I have firsthand knowledge of how to do this the right way. I've started my own six-figure web design business, and I've built and sold hundreds of websites for small businesses. I've come to really love this industry. I love the opportunity, and I love the growth potential that it has, primarily because of the scalability factor, which we'll talk about in a little while. At this point, do me a favor. Familiarize yourself with the options available on your screen, specifically the polls tab, because I want to learn a little bit about you. I'm going to launch a poll here. I'd love for you to answer for me because I want to know what is the biggest area of concern you have about starting a web design business. This will help me tailor the content to who's currently in this room with me today. And as soon as you answer that poll, head on over to the questions tab. I have two moderators helping me get your questions answered as you ask them. Now, do me a favor and test that feature out. Just say hello and tell me where you're connecting from. It's always nice to see what city and state you're from and know that I'm not talking to an empty room. Now, there are a lot of you here today and a lot more actually signing on as I speak. And that makes sense because there's never been a more relevant time to talk about starting a home-based web design business. So I'm really glad that you're here. Now, before we go any further, I want to make sure you're in the right place. I want to know why you're here. Now, people often ask me, who is SiteSwan for? Who usually signs up? I think sometimes, though, the better question to ask is, why are you here? Because it's not really about the who, but more about the why. For example, maybe you're here because you're employed full time by someone else, but you're sick of the grind working for somebody else. Along those lines, maybe you're here because you want to subsidize your existing income because you're not getting paid as much as you deserve and as much as you'd like, and you want to take some control over your financial situation. Maybe you want to start a side hustle and work from home, turn it into a full time gig one day. Or maybe you're a stay at home parent and want to make money working from home while being available to your kids and family. In any of those cases, whether you realize it or not, you're an entrepreneur. So, welcome to the club. Glad to have you. But SiteSwan isn't just for entrepreneurs. Okay, now, web designers and agency owners, let's talk. Are you sick of turning away clients who have smaller budgets? I know the struggle. You got a great potential client who has great potential growth, but right now they're small and their budget is smaller than you normally work with. So you can't work with them and you're frustrated by that. If that's you, I'm glad you're here because we can help. Also, marketers, this is for you too. Maybe you offer some other digital marketing service to small businesses, be it social media marketing or reputation management, something like that. And you want to add websites to the mix, but don't have much experience in that realm. Well, this is perfect for you, and you're going to see why very, very soon. So, to recap, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an agency or a marketer, you're who SiteSwan was built for. Now, let's talk a little bit about SiteSwan so we can all get on the same page. SiteSwan is a website design business in a box. We launched SiteSwan back in 2011. That's right, we're celebrating 11 years in 2022 and are now more than ever 100% committed to the growth and success of our clients and resellers. We're headquartered here in Long Island, New York, and all of our development, coding, sales, etc., everything is done right here in the United States. You have a high quality platform built from the ground up by people who are passionate about helping businesses grow and helping you grow. Because we give you everything you need to start, run, and grow your own web design business. We aren't just an awesome website builder. The SiteSwan platform is the only truly all-inclusive package for web design. SiteSwan has been loved and used by over 1,800 agencies, designers, and entrepreneurs globally. We have stellar reviews online about us, and we're recognized by Capterra, a software review company, as a top website builder 2 years running. We're honored to have that distinction. So, what makes starting your own web design business with SiteSwan a good business opportunity? Well, there's several things. Let's start with the fact that it doesn't take up a lot of your time. I know you're already pretty busy with work or other things, so maybe you can handle something that requires 40 hours a week from you. You can easily start a web design business part time, even nights and weekends. Nothing about it requires a full time commitment, quite frankly. You can totally grow at your own pace. Next, this allows you to work from anywhere, so you can travel or work from the couch. Think about it. The time that you're not at work or working, you're either home or you're trying to get away. You should be able to run your business from anywhere. And with web design, all you need is a laptop and a cell phone as your essentials, so you can work from wherever you can get Wi-Fi and or a few bars on your phone. Number three, a great business opportunity is not a multi-tiered marketing scheme or a direct sales thing that requires selling a product no one needs or wants to your family and friends, and then trying to get them on the hook to join your network and sell for you or whatever that stuff is. With SiteSwan, you can start your own web design brand and operate a legitimate independent agency that offers a high value, much needed, in demand service to small businesses. Next up, you probably want something that can be grown quickly so you don't have to wait for years to see results. You should be able to generate revenue and maybe even profits within a very short period of time. And you can achieve immediate profitability selling like 4 sites. That's hard to beat. And along those same lines, when you're starting a business, it ideally shouldn't require a large upfront investment that you have to dig yourself out of. You don't want to have a mountain of costs before you can even begin to earn money. This fits the bill because there is not the type of business that you need to rent expensive office space for or purchase inventory for or pay for classes to learn what you're doing. All you'll have is a low monthly fee. Now this next one, I briefly mentioned it before, and that you want to start something that has the potential to scale into a full-time career. Wouldn't that be nice? If you could do something, build it up, and then quit your day job to focus on it, you betcha. And all you got to do is just sell more sites and you make more money. You can single handedly manage hundreds of websites. This is a very scalable business. That can turn into a full time income for sure. Finally, this is a great business opportunity because it's part of a growing industry. And you don't want to get into a business that's delivering, printed yellow page telephone books or doing a shoe shining or running a cigarette vending machine, for example. Okay. You want to be in a current, growing industry. Web design is a booming $40 billion industry and has been consistently growing every year. The web is like the universe, it's ever expanding. So we checked all the boxes here. But wait, there's one more. Bonus round, if you will. What makes a business opportunity really great? Recurring passive income. This, my friends, is the holy grail. And here's how you achieve it. With every website you sell, there is monthly recurring passive revenue attached to it. People don't just pay you to set up a site for them, just a setup fee to launch their site. They also pay an ongoing hosting, support, and maintenance fee. And I'll dig into some specifics on this in just a minute. But let's take a half step back real quick. You just heard me say the web design business is a $40 billion industry. But why? To answer that question, let's start out with a very simple premise revolving around small businesses. The restaurants, pizzerias, bike shops, accountants, landscapers, contractors, dentist offices. They're the backbone of the US economy and the cities or towns that they're located in. So let's all focus on one statement for a hot second. Every business needs a good website. Every business needs a good website. No one is going to object to that statement, right? These days, a website is a customer expectation. If a business doesn't have a website, it's almost as bad as not having a phone number. But shockingly, most don't have one. You see a problem there? I do. I also see an opportunity. So the reason why this is a $40 billion industry and growing is because there are over 30 million businesses in the US. Most of them, no website or crummy, outdated, ugly, old, overpriced website. It's the majority, in fact. Plus, there's over 500,000 new businesses started every month. That means there's an endless supply of new potential clients popping up every month. So, between current businesses and new businesses, they all need a new website. Now, just because all these businesses don't have a good website doesn't mean they don't want one. They do want one and they do need one, but here's the thing, they don't want to do it themselves. Now, you've probably seen the commercials on TV, maybe heard the commercials on the radio for, DIY do-it-yourself website builders that speak directly to the small business owner. Guess what? They don't want that. Those systems are not easy to use. They're not as cheap as they claim to be. Lots of hidden fees and shady promotions. And business owners don't have the time, patience, knowledge, or interest in building their own website. They would much, much rather hire someone with experience to do it for them. So, why don't they? Because traditional web design is way too expensive. Look, a typical web design firm will charge a pizzeria, for example, $3,000 or more to launch a simple website. And there's lots of companies out there with minimum monthly fees of like $300 a month, which is a little too rich for a typical small business owner. And then they'll go and nickel and dime for everything. See, that's where SiteSwan comes in because our resellers use the SiteSwan platform to build agency quality websites. So, websites that look like they cost $3,000, but at do it yourself prices. So, it's the perfect balance. It fills the gap. It's the perfect balance because a business owner gets a great looking site that they didn't need to build themselves at a price they can easily afford and say yes to very quickly. So, how do you profit from this high demand service? Let's talk about how you make money. And there's three primary ways you can make money with SiteSwan. The first way is to charge your clients an upfront setup fee. This is essentially the fee you charge to create their website. Now, most resellers will charge anywhere from $500 to $1,500 for a basic website setup. If you're just starting out, you may stick to $500 for the setup fee, but again, you can charge whatever you like. The second way that you can make money as a SiteSwan reseller is by charging your clients a monthly service fee. Almost all website providers will charge a monthly service fee, and this fee includes site hosting, as well as ongoing updates, maintenance, and support. Most SiteSwan resellers charge anywhere from $50 to $100 per month for the monthly service fee. The great thing about charging a monthly service fee is that it provides a steady source of recurring income. Once you get a client on board, it's very rare that they will cancel because small businesses have sort of a set it and forget it mentality when it comes to their website. As long as they like you and their site, and why wouldn't they? They have no reason to leave. And they could stay with you and pay you for years to come. Now, the third way you can make money as a SiteSwan reseller is by selling additional products and services to your clients. Once you get a client on board with their website, it's very easy to pitch them on other marketing services that they need. For example, you can sell your clients things like business cards, logo design, social media marketing, and SEO services. We even offer our own reputation management tool that you can help your clients monitor their online reviews with. There's big money in these add on services, and most resellers will charge between $99 and $199 per month per client for reputation management alone. But whatever you ultimately decide to charge is completely your call because you set your own prices and charge whatever you want. But let's get a little bit more specific and use some real world numbers. Let's take a look at how much you can make using our minimum suggested retail price as an example. So if you charge just $500 up front and $50 per month, and you sell just one site per week, you can earn over $41,000 your first year and be generating $2,600 per month in recurring revenue. But look what happens. Sell just two websites a week, and you can earn over $83,000 in your first year with $5,200 per month in recurring revenue. Now, you guessed it, sell three sites per week, which, by the way, is not a big number. And you can earn over $120,000 in your first year. And look at the recurring revenue number here, $7,800 per month in recurring revenue. Now remember, you can start this part-time and grow at your own pace, or go all in full-time and exceed these numbers. It's totally up to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself, is it really possible to build sites that quickly and easily that I can afford to only charge $500 up front and $50 a month and still turn a profit? Yes. And let me show you how by doing a little platform demonstration. So, with any luck, my technology will work for me and I will switch my screen without a hitch. Now, take a look at this. This is your site screen in your dashboard. Now, initially, you're not going to have all these sites, of course, but over time, you certainly will. And one thing I want to draw your attention to is a tool called the local prospecting tool. So, right when you're first getting started, your biggest concern is how can I build the sites? How can I find my potential customers? How can I make this work? So, using our local prospecting tool, I want to demonstrate something for you. You know what? I'm going to look back at the cities and states you guys entered in the beginning here, and I'm going to pluck one from the list. Let's see. Oh, wow, California's being represented. Texas, Florida, New York. My gosh, we got a lot of folks. Oh, how about this one? Let's go to Ohio. Let's go to Toledo, Ohio. I don't think I've searched that anytime recently. All right, check this out. So we have a pretty new theme, which by the way is available from the Create New Site screen in your dashboard. We're constantly launching new themes for all these different industries, and we just launched one not too long ago for junk removal, which came out so beautiful. So here's what I want to do. I want to, in my local prospecting tool, conduct a search for a junk removal company so I can use that theme in Toledo. Okay, so I'm going to type in junk removal. I'm going to type in Toledo. And look at this. What I'm going to do is just select Toledo, Ohio from the drop down list and then click search. So now what this is doing is generating a nice long list of all the junk removal businesses in and around Toledo, Ohio, with the name of the business, the phone number, the address, the website, if they have one, and then a couple of other website checkers, which will tell me if they have an active SSL certificate, as well as the ability to check their mobile website. As you probably all know and understand, it's super important for a business to have a good mobile experience because that's kind of what, can make or break a business when it comes to mobile visibility right now. So let's take a look at what we've got here. First of all, I want to point out something. This SSL certificate column, this is super, super important, okay? Because when a website is not secure, okay, this is going to be a big, big problem for them when it comes to getting found in search, as well as clients being able to access their site. So when you see that a site does not have a valid SSL certificate, you need to jump on this opportunity to pitch them a new website because there is no mistaking the fact that they need to get brought up to date. Let's just take a look at their site. I always recommend you taking a look at each and every one of your list of sites here because oftentimes you're going to come across some stuff where um, like this where you don't you don't see anything. It looks like it's broken. So uh, there's lots of reasons why people are ready for a new site. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, a bunch of broken images. Uh, Lots of reasons why people are ready for a new site, and this could be one of them. I always recommend when you click on these links, it's kind of like digging for gold. You're going to find sites that are old, that are outdated, that are ugly, that are just, I don't know, just don't look good, that just don't. Here's another one. Look at this one. Jeff's Hauling Cleanup. Look at this. They don't even have their own domain name. Jeff's Dash. Imagine putting this on a business card. Jeff's Dash Hauling Dash Cleanup dot business dot site. That's crazy. So this is another example, right? Let's take a look at this one. This looks like a business card that was uploaded as the logo for this website. I love that. Um, oh my goodness. All right. So yeah. All right. So there's two clear opportunities to upgrade business websites here in Toledo. But look at all the other opportunities that we see of businesses that don't have a website. And I can go and click on all these if I want to, but let's just focus on the idea of developing a website for a client. So let's take, I don't know, the first one on the list here. King's Hauling. And let's go ahead and create a site for them. So I'm going to click Create Site. And then I'm going to choose, again, this theme that we have here for junk removal. And I'm going to click Create Site. And now what's happening is our system is generating a homepage design specifically for King's Hauling with all the most important information about the business, essentially preloaded into the site so that by the time this blue bar goes from the left to the right side of the screen, we're going to have a website that's fully built out, fully functional, fully mobile optimized that we can actually call, email, text, Facebook message, whatever, the business owner and tell them that we have a homepage design for their business that we're willing to show to them right now. Now, that is something that you would not be able to do using any other platform. The fact that you can actually call someone and say, hey, I've been working on a homepage design for your business that I think you're going to love. And I actually have it ready. And I was hoping we could have a couple minutes together so I could show it to you and walk you through it. Imagine being on the other end of that phone call, okay? Now, check it out. I'm just gonna click the preview option over here, and this is what the site looks like. I haven't done a thing, okay, besides click Create Site. No magic tricks are going on here. And we now have a home page. We have a beautiful website with expertly written content, with professional photography, a beautiful layout, a color scheme that makes sense, photos that are applicable that you have all the rights to, um, a beautiful layout, a beautiful flow, the types of things you would expect to see on a high quality junk removal website, including some sample testimonials, the steps that are involved with hiring a junk removal company, an option to get in touch with them, and of course their key information, including address, map with directions, hours of operation, payment methods they accept, link to social media. All this stuff is right here. And this is ready to show to the client today. Now, of course, you can go in and customize some things, right? So I can go back over here to when I'm logged into the site, here are my administrative controls. I can use this design section to upload the client's actual logo, to change some colors and things like that to match. I can change fonts, whatever I want to do. I can add as many pages as I want to any of my sites, rearrange the navigation bar, hide pages, remove pages, etc. I can assign any domain name to any site that I build on the platform and also have a look at the statistics. Now, when it's time to edit the content, because maybe I presented this to King's Hauling and they have a couple of notes for me about things that maybe they want to emphasize or things that they just started doing or don't offer. And I can go in on any of these posts and I can just click edit and I can make my modifications, change whatever I want, change colors, buttons, wherever they, anything, and then click post and we're done. It's so simple and easy. I can delete this, hide it, move it to a different page, clone it or duplicate it, move it up or move it down. It's all right here and easy to manipulate. But what's really cool about this is, of course, when I present this to King's Hauling, they're going to 9.5 times out of 10, they're going to love it almost exactly the way it is. And what's nice about this is that this isn't just a homepage. All of our themes, almost all of our themes, are loaded with multiple pages of content. So you're talking about, in this case, 6 pages of website content that all I've got to do is maybe swap out a couple of key elements and then I'm ready to go. So that's why if the client gives me the green light and says, wow, yeah, I really love this, you can actually have the entire website ready to go, ready to launch in like a day or two, okay? And a couple of hours of your time. And the best part, well, they're all very good parts. I'm not going to say it's the best part, but check this out. So from back on the site screen, your dashboard, right? We just sold King's. They said, yeah, I love it. Let's just make some changes, whatever. Check this out. I can actually go and I can charge their credit card for the setup fee and their first monthly fee right from the dashboard. Heck, I could even send them a link where they can enter their credit card information in, and then that'll get automatically added to the dashboard so I can process their payment. This is what's going to make your life super, super easy when you're building websites for small businesses with SiteSwan. Now, a couple of other things I think are important for you to know. I mentioned briefly, and I'm going to mention a little bit more about our resources. So it's all right here. From the moment you get access to your dashboard, you're going to have access to all of these resources. Sales sheets, comparison charts, infographics, sales scripts, email templates. It's all here, all ready to go, all available to you from day one. You can also set up additional users on your account and do a lot of other fun stuff all from your dashboard. So let me transition back to what we were talking about. I don't want to spend too much time in the platform demo. I could always answer questions about it afterward. So let's see if I can go back without messing things up. Okay, I think I did that. All right, so back to what we were talking about, right? So I showed you how to use the platform a little bit. Hopefully you're able to appreciate how the system's, all-inclusive nature can help you achieve scalability and sell lots of websites without having to be any sort of web design pro by any means. Um, so it's simple, it's all inclusive, but I want to give you my personal tips for success in starting your own web design business. Okay, because even though it's super easy to use and operate, there are still some things I think that you could benefit from knowing when you're getting started. So the first thing is to get started right away. So what does that mean? Look, delaying your start simply delays your success. We all have excuses for why we can't do something right now. But just imagine if you started your business 6 months ago or a year ago. Where would it be today? Think about all the sites you could have sold and how many clients would be paying you each and every month right now. So do not delay, please. Next up, treat this like a job. Carve out days of the week and times of the day that you will focus on this, because treating this like a part-time job is going to allow you to take this a lot more seriously. And I want you to remember something. You're essentially starting off with this as a side hustle, okay? And side hustles require hustle. It's in the name, for crying out loud. Look, nothing comes easy. And if you put in the work, you'll reap the reward. But it's not like you're, doing manual labor or anything. This is very low impact work. Um, I also want to advise you that you should really be taking advantage of our resources that I just briefly showed you. We offer sales flyers, sales brochures, sales scripts, postcards, business cards, sell sheets, all that stuff. And we got it all and grant you access to it on day one. So please make sure that you use it. And I highly recommend that you stay committed. Don't just start a web design business, follow through with it and grow it into a full time thing. And look, if you really love your day job, then hire someone else to run your web design firm while you collect the profits. Okay. Hiring salespeople and hiring people to run your web design business, totally doable. Finally, utilize our support and follow our lead. We outline your steps to success for you, so please use them. We're here to make sure that you have every chance at being successful. I mean, that's literally our purpose. In fact, I'm going to give you one of the first steps you should take when starting a web design business. And this is a trick to help you land your first 10 clients today by simply making a post on Facebook. You might want to screenshot this. Right after you get your SiteSwan account set up, post this on Facebook. It says, "Our area needs some love right now. To help, I'm going to give away 10 free website builds this month. No gimmicks and no catch. The hosting cost afterwards is minimal. Comment below if you want details." One of our resellers posted this not too long ago, and all 10 sites were spoken for in the matter of like a week or two. So that one post was worth $500 a month to him in recurring residual revenue. And there's a lot of creative ways to market your business like this. And being a part of the SiteSwan family, we try to expose you to as much of this as possible for your benefit. Because remember, we're a lot more than a website builder. In fact, let's go over what's included. So you're essentially getting a web design business in a box, which consists of our proprietary, custom built, easy to use responsive website builder packed with more than 150 custom themes for tons of industries, your very own marketing website so you can tell the world that you're selling websites to small businesses now, lots of sales and marketing material that help you sell more sites more efficiently, personalized sales and product training, reliable 24/7 online and email support, your very own reseller dashboard where you can, manage your clients from, our proprietary lead generation tool, SSL and secure cloud hosting for every site in your account, the privilege of having a solution that's white labeled, totally branded for you, the freedom to set your own prices, and the ability to charge your customers right from your dashboard. All of this with no royalties, no franchise fees of any kind. All you pay is one flat low monthly fee. How much is that exactly? Well, let's discuss. You have 3 plans to choose from, and I'll start from the left. Our starter plan is $149 a month and includes the ability to build, sell, manage, and host up to 10 sites. Then for $50 more, our agency plan, the one in the middle, is $199 per month and includes the ability to build, sell, manage, and host up to 20 sites. Plus, it has the local prospecting tool. And I'll be honest with you, most people choose to start with this plan because not only do you get the ability to build double the number of sites, but you also get that local prospecting tool, which lets you find which businesses need a website in your area. And it comes with client billing as well, which I showcased for you. It's only $50 more. Then on the right is the Pro plan, which you'll eventually graduate to as you need more sites. Agencies and marketers, they will sometimes start with this plan if they have a lot of sites that they're looking to move over very quickly, or if they have a huge sales team ready to hit the streets. That'll make sense? Good. Now, let's get your questions answered. Now, my moderators have been doing a fantastic job, it looks like, of getting your questions answered as you were posting them. So I'm going to skim through them and select some of my favorites, and then maybe I'll elaborate a bit on the answers, even though my moderators actually have already answered them for the most part. Let's see. Some of you posted some questions about stuff that I have since addressed because you asked them kind of early, which is great. I'm glad you asked them early. So hopefully you've gotten the answers already. Here's one. All right. Marco asked, how do you handle e-commerce websites? Great question. So we offer our own simple online store solution, which is perfect for most small businesses. It allows for a very simple e-commerce connected to PayPal, very easy, very simple to use. If your client needed something a little more advanced, we integrate with just about any and every third-party e-commerce platform, so it won't be hard to set up e-commerce for your clients. Good question. Let's see. Tara said, can my clients log in to their website to make changes themselves? Heck yeah. Look, one of the great features of SiteSwan is it lets your clients log into a platform totally branded for you to manage their own website. But it is optional. You don't have to grant them access to log into their site. You may just choose to update the site content for them, but it's there if you want to grant them access to it. By the way, just a quick reminder for all of you on here, please don't be shy with your questions, okay? Ask whatever's on your mind if you haven't already. Notice how I'm not reading off anyone's last name. So type in your question, we will answer it. If you think your question is a little silly, who cares? Someone else probably has been thinking it also, so just ask away. All right. Ahmad asked a good question. How do my clients get a domain name, or do I get it for them? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. About half of your clients, whether they have a site or not today, will already have a domain name that they've purchased at some point or another. So if that's the case, right, if they do have a domain name already, all you need is their domain login credentials, and you can use that domain for the site that you build for them on SiteSwan. Now, if they don't have a domain, then my suggestion is you purchase a domain name for them. And our recommended vendor for this is cheapandeasydomains.com. They get less than like $20 a year for domain registration, and if you keep all of your client domains in one Cheap and Easy Domains account, it'll all be nicely organized and be super easy to manage. So that $20 a year is a very small fee. It's less than $2 a month. Very small fee, easy to kind of absorb when you're charging your clients $50 to $100 per month. It's going to make the sales process a lot smoother if you just secure the domain name for them. John said, can I charge my clients a yearly fee instead of a monthly fee? So John's asking about that recurring monthly fee for support and hosting and maintenance. Yes, of course. You can absolutely charge on a yearly basis. We have that built right into the platform. And actually, that can be a very effective way to sell sites is by saying, hey, look, sign up for the year. We'll give you some sort of discount, shave a couple months off the bill, something like that. Can be a very effective way of doing it. All right, let's take maybe just one or two more questions here. And I think then maybe we'll wrap up after that. Gary said, um, if I build up a team to work with me, helping me put the sites together, will they know that I'm using SiteSwan? All right, Gary. So that's actually the whole point of our platform. Um, we're what you might call a white label platform, which means you can keep our relationship private. So if you don't want anyone to know that you're using SiteSwan, whether it's customers, competition, even your own workers, you can actually do that. And it's very cool, very easy to do. All right, let's take one more question. One more question. Let's take. Oh, here was. All right. Monique is asking about SEO, which is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. Just how do SiteSwan sites perform in terms of local search SEO on Google and stuff? Great question. Okay, so search engine optimization is one of our foundational pillars. When we launched SiteSwan, one of the beliefs that we had and we still have, is that there is no use in having a beautiful website if no one can find it online, right? So that was an absolute top priority when we built the platform and continues to be a top priority with everything we do on the platform. So by nature, all SiteSwan sites have a unique ability to seemingly rise to the top of local search results. Remember, our platform is specifically for small business websites. Okay. That's what we're designed for. So sites seem to naturally kind of excel because they're built to excel. Now, you can further drive that, march to the top. As soon as you sign up and get access to our platform, in the resources section, you're going to find a wealth of information about SEO, search engine optimization, and how to further enhance your client's ability to be found at or near the top of local search. We make it very easy and very straightforward. All right, I think I'm going to stop here out of respect for everyone's time. Now, just as a reminder, this was, or should have been, recorded. So as soon as I end this meeting, a replay is going to start from the beginning in case you want to review any portion of this again. And we'll also send out a recording via email today or tomorrow as well. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Have a great rest of the day and a rest of the week. Reach out to us, by the way, or your account rep if you have any other questions that you didn't think to ask during this session. We look forward to working with each and every one of you. So take care and cue the replay.